Welcome back from an ad break. We will continue with our grade 10 lesson under the topic, the use of creative thinking to solve business problems. Right, as mentioned, this is our journey. Right, our journey starts here. So we're going to be discussing the ways in which businesses can use creative thinking to solve the business problems. Take note, we are solving what? The business problems. How are we solving these business problems? By using creative thinking. Remember, it's that process of thinking innovatively, thinking in a varied way, thinking in an unconventional way, thinking in a way that has never been thought of before, but yet original ideas that you're coming up with. So how can a business use these creative thinking, or how can a business use creative thinking to solve the business problem? First, you need to understand the problems that we are facing as a business. So now think creatively to solve these problems. So the first point says employees can think for themselves and come up with creative solutions to all kinds of business problems. The key word, employees can think for themselves, which is good, because when you allow employees to think for themselves, you are including them, you are involving them in the workplace. So they feel part of this process, they feel part of the business, and that way they become a happy workforce. They become happy because they understand that whatever problem that you are facing as the employer, it's not yours alone, but we are a team. Everybody now can come up with a solution. They feel free to come to you as the manager and say, here's a solution that I think we can use to try and solve this problem. Right, so the second one, it encourages a spirit of play and experimentation in the workplace. So spirit of play is whereby everybody is part of it. It's basically speaking about what I just mentioned up there, to say, come, let's work as a team, let's experiment. And what do we know about experimenting? There's trial and error. What is trial and error? Trial and error. What is trial and error? We learn by making mistakes. So we don't mind making mistakes. We understand that making a mistake, it means what? It means you are learning. So we are experimenting to say, if this did not go right the first time around, it's okay. We must not despair. We must not dismay. We must go back again and come up with another solution up until the solution works for us. So this encourages a spirit of play and experimenting. Allow the employees to play. Allow them to experiment. Allow them to make mistakes and say, it is a way of learning. We learn through trial and error. So it's a way a business can use creative thinking to solve the problems. Don't forget that. Thirdly, give feedback on employees' performance. It's very important that you give them, and in this, you need to be constructive. What do I mean by that? You need to make sure that you tell them the right thing. Be honest. Be as honest as you can, because with feedback, it encourages people, or encourages employees to even try more or to do better next time, because they understand that you're going to give them feedback on their performance. Very, very important. Right, to continue. The other way in which a business can use creative thinking to solve business problems, encourage brainstorming sessions for the employees. Encourage brainstorming. So when we are brainstorming, we are bringing our ideas forth. We can even write them on the board, and everybody is given an opportunity to give out their ideas without criticizing another person's idea. So we say, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? So everybody feels part of what? Of the business, because of this session that we are having. We are brainstorming. Don't forget the topic, or the heading is what? How, or ways in which a business can use creative thinking to solve a business problem. So now with brainstorming, ideas are being built on other ideas. Do you understand? It's different people coming up with different ideas in our brainstorming session. So you are encouraging that to say, speak up, speak out, think out of the box, think innovatively, think originally. So because if worker one or employee one thinks of this, and then employee two can build on employee one's ideas, and number three can also build on top of that. Do you understand? So it's ideas on top of an idea. So the other person is building on this other person's ideas, and not building only by you are doing what you are developing, you are improving that idea, making it better. So that way we are using creative thinking to solve business problems. Right. Another way is to recognize and reward achievement. Not only are you recognizing, but you are also rewarding achievement, to say this was good. So you can give them incentives, you can give them rewards, do something. If this was good and they came up with the best idea, reward achievement, because it reinforces what? Positive behavior. So you become motivated as well if your achievement was rewarded. So you recognize it first. After recognizing the idea, so this is now who the business, I'm the employer, I need to recognize the achievement, and not only recognize it, but also reward it. It's very important. Imagine if you're being rewarded for your achievement. Next time around, you want to try even better. And not only you, the first person, the other people as well, the other employees who are watching, they also want to do better as well, because they understand that by doing better, by achieving, they're being rewarded of their hard work. Right. Lastly, encourage employees to express their ideas and take risks in a safe or non-threatening environment. Meaning it is up to me as an employer to ensure that I promote what? A conducive environment. What kind of an environment is conducive? An environment that allows people to speak their mind without fear of being attacked, without fear of being negatively, or without the thought of being criticized. Do you understand? So it is my responsibility as an employer to encourage employees to say, you can express, this is a safe environment, as a safe space. So the minute people feel like that, and then they're not scared to voice out their opinions and come up with different ideas that are good, ideas that are going to benefit the business at the end of the day. They're not even scared to take risks. They're not even scared to make mistakes, because they understand that we are learning through trial and error, and they understand that it is okay to make mistakes, because it is through the mistakes that we will learn, and that will end up reaching what we really want, the desired objective. To understand. So these are ways in which businesses can use creative thinking to solve business problems. So we're going to go to our quick break, and when we come back, we continue with our topic on the use of creative thinking to solve business problem. Then we'll be focusing on now problem solving and decision making. I'll see you just now.